just going to run through what's going to happen on Sunday so you can see everything that we've put in place to make sure that everybody is as safe as possible. So obviously we're going to begin outside here, and we're going to have our church wardens, and Richard Church, our church warden to be, are going to be out here helping you to make sure that everybody is socially distanced as they wait outside of the church. And as I'm sure you're aware, the recent government guideline says that you do need to pop a mask on when you're in church. So you'll have lined up, you'll have your mask on as you're about to go in, and I'll just walk through and show you what we've in place. So if you want to follow me. So we'll come through in single or as couples if we're with our spouses. You can see we've got a hand washing station, which is the best way to clean our hands, much better than hand gel. And it's all in a unit here. There's soap there. So we'll come as individuals, but obviously if you're in a family or somebody you're in a bubble with, then more than one of you can wash your hands at the same time. There's a little foot pedal here. So you wash your hands and then rinse them off here. And then grab a paper towel, and then we've got a bin with no lid. You just drop the waste in the bin, and then we'll come through into church, which is very different. And we know who's coming this Sunday, so we know that there's married couples coming and families. So you'll see that there's not all the chairs aren't all in isolation. There's some together and some are in isolation. So if you're here on your own, then you'll just come and choose a chair on your own. Pop yourself down. Obviously, if you're with your husband or wife, there's more than one of you, or with children, then you can choose a chair together. So during the service, you'll be sat in your seats until the end. And I'll just explain now how communion's going to work. So I'm going to come up this end and show you that. So we've got some proper medical masks and gloves and hand gel, and what will happen is communion will be set up earlier in the morning before everyone arrives. And this Sunday, myself and Alan are going to do that. So we'll gel our hands, we'll put on medical masks and gloves, and then we'll be setting up communion on the communion table. We'll be using individual cups for communion, and they'll be laid out on this tray and placed on the communion table with the bread. And then we'll be putting some white cloth over them, just to keep them covered up for the administration. When you receive communion, what will happen is that Alan and I will come to you. We'll all be wearing masks and gloves and visors to keep you really safe. I'll be doing the bread this week, and people can indicate if they would like gluten-free bread, so to make sure that people with allergies don't get given bread with gluten in. And what I'll be doing is I'll be just literally dropping the wafer onto your hand, so I won't be touching you, you won't be touching me. It will be really safe. With the wine, we'll have these little individual cups. There we go. And they'll be placed on the tray, and then again there'll be some non-alcoholic ones. You just indicate to Alan who's doing the wine this week, and what will happen is when we come over to you, Alan will just push one of the cups towards the end of the tray and stretch his arm out so you can take it again. Alan won't be touching you, and you won't be touching Alan. And you'll keep hold of your cups until the end of the service. I'll explain what happens there. So communion will happen with everybody in their seats. We will come to you. Almost there. And then at the end of the service, we'll be leaving out a different door over here. And as you can see, as you look at the seating, they are kind of like in in rows, and to make sure that as we leave it's really safe, what I'll do from the front is at the end of the service, well, let people leave kind of one row at a time, and then you'll still have your plastic cup, and if you just drop that in this bin on your way out, and then people will leave separately. I think I've covered everything. Obviously, pop your mask off when you receive communion, and then pop it back on again. Everyone leading the service will be wearing masks, apart from when they're leading doing the reading or the prayers, then they'll take their masks off. And as you can see, we've gone to a great effort to make sure that you can come with confidence on Sunday. And I really look forward to seeing those of you who've signed up to come. And those of you who haven't and maybe a bit apprehensive, I really hope this has put your mind at rest. And on Sunday, when we're in action, I will ask someone to video a little bit so you can see what it looks like with people as well. Because I really want everyone to be able to come and make their communion at this time when we're not able to be the church as we were, but we can still meet together. And I think it's really important that those of you who would like to can come safely and receive communion. Thank you.